Long ago, in an Ijaw village where the river nuns spread like a silver mat beneath the sky, there lived an old fisherman named Tobu and his wife Ibiere. Their home stood on wooden stilts above the slow-moving water, and every morning the river greeted them like an old friend. Tobu had fished those waters since his youth. His hands were rough like mangrove bark, but they were steady and kind. Ibiere, his wife, had eyes as calm as the evening tide. She smoked fish, wove nets, and sang old river songs that her mother had taught her. Wherever Tobu was seen, Abir was never far behind. In the village, people said, "If you see Tobu's shadow, Abir's will surely follow." They loved each other deeply, not with loud words but with shared silences, laughter over small things, and respect that had grown stronger with age. They raised their children the same way, together. Tobu taught the boys how to read the river's moods, while Abir taught the girls and boys alike the value of patience, kindness, and family unity. In their home, no meal was eaten alone. No decision was made without everyone's voice. At dawn, the whole family often worked together. The children helped push the canoe into the water. Abir handed Tobu his nets, and before he paddled away, he would always turn back to smile at her. At dusk, Abir and the children waited at the riverbank, watching the horizon until Tobu's canoe appeared. Their joy was complete only when they were all together. As the years passed, Tobu and Abir grew old, their hair turning white like river foam. One quiet evening, as they sat side by side watching the sun sink into the water, Tobu spoke softly. "My wife, we have shared one life, one home, one river. Let us not trouble the children by leaving one behind to mourn alone." Abir held his hand and nodded. "If the river carried us together through life," she said, "let it also carry us together to the ancestors." So they made a promise, simple and sincere, that when their time came, they would go on the same day, just as they had lived together. Not long after, Tobu fell ill. Abir never left his side. She fed him, washed his face, and whispered old songs into his ears. When Tobu felt his strength fading, he smiled at her one last time. Before the sun rose the next morning, Tobu joined the ancestors. As the first light touched the river, Abir laid beside him, closed her eyes, and quietly followed. The villagers said the river was unusually calm that day, as if it understood. Tobu and Abir were buried side by side, near the water they loved. Their children wept, but they also smiled through their tears, knowing their parents had kept their promise. To this day, elders in the Ijaw land tell their story to remind the young ones that true love is not only found in words, but in shared labor, loyalty, family, and a life lived as one.